The most talked about account taking the financial and investment industry by storm today is an IUL. And you might be wondering, well, is it right for me? Today, we're going to be diving into exactly who an IUL is best suited for so you can make that decision for yourself. First, you need to understand the 4 ways an IUL can be designed. First, for what we call supplemental tax-free retirement income. Second, immediate access to cash, or also known as infinite or family banking. Third, permanent life insurance with living benefits. And fourth, college planning for your kiddos. Let's start with supplemental tax-free retirement income. This design is best suited for one of these individuals. First, somebody that has been max funding their 401k and they're looking for some diversification. Second, somebody that makes too much money to contribute into a Roth IRA, yet they still want to put money somewhere it's going to grow accessible for them tax-free in the future. Third, anyone that doesn't get offered a retirement plan through work and they're responsible to set up their own. Fourth, all my self-employed individuals. That could be my real estate professionals, that could be my hairstylists, my estheticians, anyone that is working on a 1099 or self-employed contractor. These individuals, again, are responsible for setting up their own retirement. Fifth is business owners. Again, they're not typically offered a retirement plan unless they offer it to themselves. And some of those retirement plans can be very expensive to offer to yourself, where IULs come in with no additional costs or expenses to the company. And sixth, really anyone whose goal is to retire early and have access to cash when needed. The second way to design your IUL is for immediate access to cash, or what we call infinite or family banking. And this is best suited for people that have access to a lot of cash that they want to put into something and see it grow. You're going to see investors fall into this category. This could be real estate investors. This could be business investors. This could be investors of any kind where they're looking to be able to borrow money out relatively pretty fast for some kind of a purchase, and they want to have money working in 2 places at one time. This is also great for business owners who need to have some access to cash, working capital that they could get their hands on to expand and grow their company. The third way to design your IUL is for permanent life insurance and living benefits. I don't know if you remember, but an IUL is basically permanent life insurance with living benefits. It just grows the cash value component alongside it when the client overfunds the cost to own the policy. Now, it can also just be life insurance too. So a lot of times as people get closer to retirement, they maybe don't care as much about the cash value component, but they do want the permanent life insurance and they do want the living benefits that comes alongside it. Typically, you're looking for a lower premium going into the policy at that point to get as much death benefit as absolutely possible for that price. This is also great for people that are on a budget, but again, they want the permanent life insurance because you can get the permanent life insurance at a really low cost inside of an IUL compared to what you might see in a whole life. And the fourth way to design the IUL is for college planning. So this is best suited for any parents that are looking to start saving for their child for their future. And maybe they don't know if they're going to go off to college or if they're going to go into the trades or start a business or maybe go into real estate. And they just want the ability to have some flexible income that the kid can use for anything. And if they do use it for college, IULs are fantastic because the money growing inside doesn't count against that kid when they go to file for financial aid, because an IUL is not considered an asset. It's considered life insurance. But this is also great for any grandparents. They're looking to save for their grandkids for their future or for college, because any blood grandparent can also own an IUL for a child that is their blood grandchild. There you go. Here again are the 4 different ways an IUL can be designed. And now that you've made it to the end of this video, you should be able to decide if an IUL will be a good fit for you and for your goals. Drop a comment below and let me know which way you plan to use your IUL. And if you're looking for somebody to help you design it correctly, let's chat. You can click the link in the description below to get access to my calendar to book a free strategy session. Now, if you want to learn more about what an IUL is, you can click the links here to dive into it a little bit further, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss another video teaching you really cool things you can do with your money. I'll catch you back here next week on YouTube.